Hello everybody, welcome to another Swagvitational race this afternoon. For those of you who have never seen one of these races before, basically what we're looking at is these players will be doing 3 races of 16 star, but it's not quite a normal 16 star run. They get to pick up whatever stars they'd like, but winning the race isn't the only thing that gains them points. They gain 3 points for winning the race. They gain up to 3 points. They gain 3 points for having the most swag at the end of the 3 races. And they also get 3 points for having the most amount of bits at the end of the 3 races. So there's a lot going on, but for the most part you're looking for clean play from all the players. And going fast is still very important. It looks like we have both players' game feed properly set up, so we're just talking in the Discord. Trying to get synced up. Start the race. So I don't really know too much about Mrlink2k. I did race him this morning in a 3-way race, and he got a 1903 or 4, so he got a solid race time. He did mention in the Discord he hasn't been playing too much. I don't know if it's relative, but a 19 isn't too bad of a time. Serenmew is a very experienced runner. He has a very good PB. I think he has like a 16 something in LBLJ route, 16 stars, so definitely capable of being pretty fast. He does, however, play a lot of games. Like he did an OOT 100% run not too long ago, which is spreading yourself very thin on how much you can practice. So we'll see how well he's able to keep up with Mrlink. So it looks like the players are resetting because Mrlink was on the Usamuni ROM. Honest mistake. You're just warming up before the race and you forget to switch ROM.
It's me, Mario!
Okay. Looks like we're now underway. So we do have about a minute intro, but once this intro is over, we get into the action pretty quick. There's a trick at least 5 seconds in where you're trying to skip text box that appears on the moat, but you can line up on the very edge of the bridge such that the text box doesn't activate, and you'll save like about 10 seconds doing that. We have, however, seen players try to swag out even on the first trick of the run, using things like going over the castle to get past the text box, which is slower, but it's pretty swag. So as long as you can go fast otherwise, you're still in a pretty good spot to win the race. We'll see what both of these players opt to go for. Mrlink just wanting to make his way inside the castle. Ooh, Seren going for a triple jump. It's not something you see every day, so it's a little bit of swag already, right off the bat. So both players look like they're going for LBLJ. They're trying to skip into the first Bowser room without grabbing any stars. Seren looks like he's going to get in there. Mrlink, however, popped out of the pillar, and instead of risking going back in and losing too much time, just makes his way into Bob on Battlefield. Looks like he's just going to go for a standard bomb clip, maybe going to Wong's Fortress next. Missing it though. Meanwhile, Seren looks like he's on pace for a normal cycle in Dark World.
Oh!
Sounds like we've got a follow. Thank you, whoever followed. It's a little small on my screen, so I can't really read. But we appreciate that. Seren getting in Dark World pretty clean besides the initial burn. Nothing really swagging there, but he's at least making his way through the game. Looks like Mr. Link does opt to go inside Womp Fortress. We'll see what kind of swag he has lined up in there. Ooh, Seren getting a Bowser dance. It's actually RNG. I'm not sure what the odds are. It's gotta be like less than 1 in 10. But it does save you a little bit of time. Mr. Link doing some lining up here. Interesting. Oh, presses down too quickly there so he doesn't get the ledge grab. But that looked like a cannonless setup when he was lining up from the other side. That was pretty interesting. We'll see if he goes for it again. Seren going to the slide. Kind of interesting. In a 16-star run, that's not something you really see. Especially since he made his way into Bowser, so he definitely doesn't have to go in here at all. Mr. Link taking his time, pressing down this time. Oh, ends up too far left there. Just gonna opt for a regular cannonless as a backup. Oh, and fails the standard stock boulder setup as well. Interesting. I have no idea what Seren's opting for with his route. Having the Bowser key means that he can already make his way downstairs. So I'm not really sure what he's doing upstairs. In a standard LBLJ route, you would make your way down after 4 stars, but the quickest 4 stars would be in Womp Fortress. Mr. Link looks like he's going for the 100 coin in Womp Fortress. This is something you really don't see in 16 star. It's faster optimally in theory, but you would need to have a very quick 100 coin. It is pretty swag to pull it out though, because it is more difficult than the CCM stars, and you're risking losing some time doing some more difficult stars for very little time loss. Mr. Link missing the cycle though, struggling with the 100 coin. Seren going for a really fast texture there. Definitely saving a lot of time over Mr. Link. Important to remember here that winning the race, winning 2 out of the 3 races will award you, each race that you win, my apologies, will award you a point. So you can win up to 3 points by winning all 3 of the races. And if you don't make points in the bit war, and you don't get enough swag points, the race might be what you need to pull through, you know? Mr. Link getting stomped by the Thwomp. Not going to lose too much time. Seren bonks on the Womp's butt cheek. Rocky starts in like pretty standard routes from both players. Definitely the slide star is a little unconventional, but not the worst thing. Okay, both players nearing 6 stars. We'll see what else they're planning to do here. Maybe they're planning for a Womp 8. Seren as well will be going for the 100. Looks like he's going for the fastest cycle here too. Also seems to be on pace for me. Looks like he does make it. Oh, takes a bonk right after though. You do the hard part and then you mistime a single wall kick and it all goes down the tube. Let's get the backup there. Mr. Link going back into Womp's Fortress, probably telling us he will be going for all the stars in here. Maybe he just wants to make his way downstairs, and maybe he has some nicer swag planned. Oh, it looks like he's going for an Alice from the top of the tower. Getting himself a little bit of swag there. Ooh, Serenmew taking a death there. Didn't quite see how he fell down there, but it's quite unfortunate. Ooh, Seren gonna be taking another death as he slides down this slope. Looks like he's just going a little too far right. Trying to long jump up that slope. Ending up on a different slope than he expects to be. Looks like he's just gonna ditch Swamp's Fortress altogether. He does have that opportunity since he managed to get LBLJ, whereas Mrlink, he still has to make his way through Dark World. So while Seren does have a few less stars, Mrlink still has to do Dark World, which is a pretty long stage. It's basically an extra star for which you don't get a star. Seren looking like he's doing volcano movement, maybe going for a lava boost. Still gets the ledge grab skip after getting bullied. Mrlink going for no red. Ooh, takes a death right at the end. Thought he was a little earlier in the cycle than he actually was. Gonna stick to the no reds here. So Seren so far has picked up the elevator tour star. Looks like he's going into the volcano again. Maybe gonna flex his 70-star knowledge on it. Ooh, looks like he was setting up for a main setup on the wrong part of the slope. Gonna be busting out this 120 type movement up the volcano. Mrlink2k not getting a Bowser game. Not quite as good of an REG. So despite Seren missing his lava boost, he's only 1 star behind really here. That death Mrlink took cost him a lot of time. Seren taking care of the bully now. Might just be doing a 70-star type LLL here. Ooh, has to be careful here. It's very easy to die once you fall inside those moving blocks. Plays it safe and goes back over to the main island. Can't blame him. Ooh, Mrlink. Setting up for an SBLJ. Having a little trouble with the setup, but maybe he plans to do some stars upstairs, or maybe even tipping. If you do manage to get SBLJ, your options open up a lot for what kind of swag you can go for. Ooh, Seren hitting a pretty nice pillarless there. Going for secrets though, maybe he's going for a double pillarless here. Maybe just getting the slower star to flex. As Mrlink still on the SBLJ. This definitely isn't saving him any time at this point, but if he has plans for upstairs, then I understand committing here. Might end up costing him in the race points though. Oh, looks like he has some speed there. We'll see if he manages to convert it properly. Seren now is for sure in the lead though. He has 10 stars and far as I can tell, they've completed about as much of the game. Ooh, Mrlink not able to catch. Ooh, that fly guy not quite cooperating with Seren. Gonna have to go for a backup here. Ooh, on a bad part of the slope as well, so he's gonna take a death. Mrlink looks like he has some good speed here, pressed up against the door. We'll see if he's able to make it through. Doesn't quite look like. He's committed to the SPLJ though. Might not pay off for him in the long run. Well, that time he just catches on the fence. It's one of the finicky aspects of SPLJ. Sometimes your speed just makes you land on that fence. Maybe if you're Mrlink here, you start thinking about picking up stars and grabbing mid, just for the sake of moving on in the game. If you're stuck on SPLJ the entire race, you're definitely not going to win on Swag. Does look like he makes it through eventually. He does, however, still have to do DDD, since he didn't skip through all the way. Didn't have quite that much. Seren only a couple of stars away here from being able to join in there. He has to pick up 2 more stars in HMC, and then after that, in between those, he'll have the Toad star to pick up. Then Myth will spawn and he can get through the 30-star door. Seren getting a good look at the star there, making sure he can pick it up. Mrlink with a pretty standard submarine star there. Okay, Mrlink is now in fires. Looks like he's setting up for the full glitch. Very difficult trick, and he does need one. Gonna earn him a little bit of swag back there from missing all that SPOJ. Can he make the cycle though? It's not guaranteed once you get past the full glitch. Definitely can go slow enough that you don't make the cycle. But Mrlink skips ledge grab and everything. Serenmew doing some 70-star stars here. Going for the Christmas miracle there. Mrlink dangerously low on health here. He has him now, but before when he was running around him, he was risking taking his death. Seren getting a quick catch on mid. Not having to run around, losing a bunch of time. That would be the opposite of Swag. Doesn't take the rabbit though. Maybe the 70-star muscle memory kicking in there. He does, however, now have the myth stars, so somehow he manages to revert his file back to the point. Or if he somehow manages to leave Fire C or DDD and not collect those stars, he won't have myth to clip in. Mrlink now going inside of Wet Dry World. We'll see what he opts to do here. He gets the box kick and the break. Or, yeah, the box kick break. Pretty advanced strategy there. Earning himself some swag. Breaks the box and then goes for top of the town. Doesn't quite manage to get up there, so I don't think he'll earn himself any swag. But I see what he was going for. Saren going for front sub and not quite getting it. Looks like he's trying to set up the left side front sub like they do in 120 star. Mrlink also going back into wet dry world. Or going back into wet dry world again rather. Getting a nice quick start just so he can progress. Ooh, he has to be careful here. If he lands into the flame and runs off somehow, that can be pretty bad. But he does grab the star before he's in landing phase. Saren looks like he's picked up 2 reds already in Dark World. Going for a third. Might be seeing a full Dark World red here. Or Fire Seed reds rather. Unfortunately not going to make the fast cycle here, but still on good pace for normal cycle. Pretty interesting here that we have both runners doing a lot of 70 star strats, but in different sections of the run. Mrlink speeding by through the first part of the game with very few stars, whereas Saren doing some 70 star stuff early in the game. Saren trying to mix it up with the 16 starting, but he takes the fall there. Doesn't manage to catch himself on the second floor, so it doesn't fall as far as he could have. Being real risky there with the long jump under the monkey bars. And that bonk will unfortunately cost him the cycle here. Mrlink now going into Rainbow Ride. See what he's going for. Galps are red. We're really just getting a tour of every stage in the game here. Sometimes players are opting for quick stars, sometimes it's show off and stuff. Saren committing to grabbing the star. Ooh, gonna take a death here at the end of Fire Seed. Very unfortunate. Gonna have to make his way through Fire Seed a second time. Second and a half time. Yeah, that's a pretty unfortunate fall you can take there, because you take fall damage and then the little platform will move out from under you and you take the lava damage. So you end up taking like 5 damage, I think. Mrlink taking a death at the beginning of Rainbow Ride. Not quite sure what are the 3 stars he's going for. He can still grab 3 other stars. Maybe he'll commit to grabbing the last 2 here, or he'll switch it up to TikTok clock. Going for triangle. Getting stuck up a little bit, but overall, not too slow. It's hard to tell who's in the lead here. Saren just has to do VOJs, so he probably is in the lead still. Mrlink2k still has to pick up 2 more stars. All that time lost on FVOJ really ended up costing Mrlink. Very ahead or is there very behind. We have some Super Mario Odyssey gameplay over Mrlink2k. Not quite sure what that's about. Serenmew goes to DOJs. Past the 50 star door. second one should be a lot more smooth. Mrlink2k also making his way into BOJ. He does, however, need to pick up another star. Oh, Seren making a BOJ into Wet Dry World. I don't think that was intentional. It might have been. Totally intentional. We have confirmation from Serenmew in the chat. Very intentional. I don't think I saw Mrlink pick up the first red. He doesn't seem to have coins, so maybe not aware that he has to pick up 16 stars. I don't think he'll get a win here if he doesn't finish with 16 stars. One of the rules. He got the 16 star in SMO. So that was Mrlink. Not quite sure what the ruling will be on that. It does look, however, like Mrlink will be finishing Bowser. Seren going for right side. Does manage to catch himself on the fail. Gets it on the second try. Mrlink takes his first throw. Spot on. They're now making his way into throws. About 2 throws behind. Definitely Mrlink to miss 1 or 2 of these. But he hits all 3. So. We'll have to see what Seren thinks about this victory here. Mrlink is probably DQ'd because he did not pick up 16 stars. Looks like Mrlink got like a 28-48 there. He picked up 15 stars in a moon. He didn't get the moon, got a star. 15. This is a decision well above my head. Can't quite make the call. We'll have to see how these next 2 races pan out. So far, neither of the players have any bits to their name, so still a totally even battle as far as the bit battle goes. In terms of swag points, it's hard to say. Mrlink did spend a lot of time. He did spend a lot of time doing SBOJ, so that lost him a lot of swag, but he did do a couple cool things and a lot of unconventional stars. I think whichever player manages to clean up and start putting down some more solid times and not committing to strats that are failing for a very long time, we'll be able to take that battle. Looks like the players are not taking a break, they're just going right back into the action. Just erasing their files and getting set up.
It's me, Mario!
And it looks like we're underway. So last race we saw Seren go for a triple jump black as you bounce, try to earn himself some swag. Mrlink just went standard with 3 long jumps to line himself up on the bridge. We'll see if they commit to what they were doing or if they opt to try to swag out a little more. from what I've seen in the tournament so far, climbing up the castle and just jumping over from the front to avoid the text box to turn everybody a little bit of points. It's not a standard way that you see. I've also seen a right side Lakitu skip, but that's a lot more hard to feel consistent now. Looks like we have a bit of a freeze in the gameplay. Not sure if that's on the stream as well. Can anybody in chat confirm whether or not stream is frozen for them as well? Why are they doing another one? This is a best of, or not best of 3. They'll do 3 races, and each of the races will count for a point. Stream is normal for you. Okay, I might have to rejoin. So if people still are able to hear me, I'll think I'll try to watch it. So it looks like Seren just got an Island Hog. As Mrlink looks like he's going for SBLJ, must have gotten LBLJ and gotten all the way through Dark World. Seren now has 3 stars. Not sure what other star he got. And Seren again goes for the slide star. Maybe just his muscle memory right now. Mrlink dropping SBLJ for... Maybe he'll come back, maybe he just wants to commit to getting Myth. He did lose a lot of time to it last time. Going for a pillar list, has the bomb blow up on him, so he's gonna have to take a backup. Seren gets a 13-2 on his slide. Looks like Seren's heading into Womp. Womp Fortress is one of the stages with the quickest stars. Maybe he's trying to make his way downstairs. Actually, Seren might have also already done Dark World, considering he has 3 stars, or 4 stars. That's actually quite the flex if that is the case. If you went into Dark World and still went into KABAMB Battlefield, that is a little bit of a flex. As Mrlink cleans up his Klepto Star in SSL. Seren committed to these double bursts. He does get them the second time. Interesting route here to come up to this Owless attempt, it looks like. Oh, and one too many firsties there. Did not want that last first. Mrlink makes his way over to lethal lava. Just cleaning up his red. Starting to pick up some quick stars. Getting close to dying here. Just gonna offer a cannonless attempt to pick up these coins so he's not at a risk of dying. Ooh, Mrlink going for a side hop. Nails it first try. Pretty nice from him. Seren getting the double dive there. Pretty swag. Mrlink is lining up to go inside the volcano. Able to skip the ledge grab, but still making his way in. Do we see a lava boost? Going for a triple jump. It doesn't quite land on that little pillar there. And also misses the elevator, so he's going to take a death. Very unfortunate. Seren looking like he's going to have to settle for a half cycle. Not the worst thing in the world. Definitely not what you're looking for, but not bad at all. Taking a pretty weird jump off that little point. The blue coin sliding down the slope. He's going to be short 5 if he doesn't pick it up. He's past that section. That's somewhere where you can lose a lot of time just continually falling back down and missing the jumps up. You can also take a death over on this right side, but it's very uncommon. As Mrlink looks like he's just doing 16 stars. The stars are in 16, but doing them first. Doing basement first. So we'll see if he opts to go back to the lobby and pick up more stars, or what he decides to do, because he has to get 15 stars and then at some point come back to basement to grab mid. So I wonder if he has 15 stars planned out down here, or what is... Maybe he's just going to go back and try SPLJ again. Seren fighting the Womp. Certainly not the quickest star, especially if he's already done LBLJ, but a nice... Just trying to make his way through the game. Mr. An alternate route back over to SPLJ. We'll see how these second attempts go from. Ooh, picks up a lot of speed there. We'll see if he's able to make it through with these air SPO or air BOJs. This is a lot of attempts already. Yeah, not quite enough there. Seren's going past the tower start. Thankfully, he doesn't fall all the way off. So as of now, I would say maybe Seren has the lead. If they've both done Dark World, then Seren is almost definitely in the lead. Mrlink taking an extended pause there. Maybe a little upset he can't get his SPOJ started. It's rough because you have a wrap found out and what stars you want to do, but you have this very hard trick that you have to get by. And it's not like it's a PB attempt or something where you can just reset. You need it to happen so that you can get the try to win the race. They're playing Tony Hawk over. Grinding on the windowsill, defeat the slide. Gonna be going in for his second slide. I'm gonna call it pulse 7. Gonna get a great slide. 13. So yeah, Mrlink stuck between a rock and a hard place here. It's either get this SBLJ or collect 7 other stars so that he can pick up mid. Obviously, the optimal thing would be just to hit SBLJ the first try, but it's not that easy. This is one of the hardest tricks in the game, if not the hardest trick that's used in RTA. Starting going past the star there. This is the text box skip. You can go into the star before you hit the ground there, and you'll skip a text box, but it's not a big deal whether or not you get it. So Seren now doing Steve, picking these stars up as his last two. Quite an unconventional choice. So this is what you would grab in the LBLJ route. So definitely 2 very quick stars. Looking like he's gonna kill the penguin. Threatening him, showing him what's in store. And there he goes. Just yeets him off the edge. Maybe Seren's way of earning himself some swag points. Eliminating a penguin. If it's any consolation to people in the chat, the penguin does spawn back as soon as he goes through the teleporter, I think. Looking like he's starting up 100. He hasn't spawned the penguin and raised, so he'll have to do it with the slide strike, I suppose. It's an interesting way to take care of your 2 stars. Definitely swagging out a little bit here. I wasn't quite watching Mr. side of the screen, but it looks like he did get SBLJ. I was a little bit distracted with the killing of the penguin and all. Murdering baby animal. Harsh way to put it, but can't say I'm denying what you're. Instead of jumping to avoid some there. Pick up some reds outside. Taking the door. A lot of violence in CCM right now. Yeah, it's not quite enough. cool the rage of Mario. Saren spawns at the start. And he's going to be able to make his way out of here. He might go back downstairs. Just pick up mid. That's almost certainly what he's going to do, actually. I don't see Saren going for an FKLJ. Mrlink looks like he's going for Fire Seed Red. Didn't see the beginning, so I'm not sure if he's on early cycle pace, but he's definitely not on Lava 1. Mrlink does only have 9 stars. Oh no! The bullying Mrlink off. Definitely not making the normal score at this point. But yeah, like I was saying, Mrlink does have 9 stars, so he has a lot of stars to make up. Fire Seed Reds is not an entirely bad option. Gonna have to hurry up to make the cycle here. Saren lines up his mid quick. Nice, gets past the first door, which tends to be the harder one. Mrlink waits on his cycle that he was not able to make. Going to this double burn in. Spawn the red star. His way up. He's gonna have to take one more burn here, I think, to make his way up. Could have tried to grab the pole and try to get around, but that might be slower at that point. Takes up an extra life. Not quite sure what that's about. He does have 5 lives. Not sure what deaths he's afraid of. Maybe going for some crazy stuff in Tippy. Saren having a little bit of trouble with the front sub here. Pretty hard jump to make because you're playing on an, or Saren is playing on N4. There's quite a bit of lag when you look at the submarine. Makes it harder to time your A input. Mrlink nails his Fire Seed throw. Not a throw you want to miss. Definitely the most costly throw in the game. Saren setting up his full skip, but he got a lot of dust on that last rollout. For this trick to work, you need every piece of movement to be frame perfect. So like as soon as you land on the ground from rolling out, you need that to be first frame. And the jump after also needs to be first frame. So if you're catching dust like that, it's definitely not going to work. Saren catching the extra red coin on the side by the bully for the swag of it. He has the time, so why not? If he does take a burn, he's going to have to pull out of this movement on the side. If he had opted to try to stay on that side railing, he would have been at 2 low health to make it all the way to the bridge with 2. He passed his first BLJ fairly quickly. Has an angle towards wet dry world here. If he goes into wet dry world, this is definitely intentional. Can't imagine he's not aware of trying to avoid this. He's his way into Bowser in the sky. Leaving. Not quite sure what the plan was. Maybe he just wants to walk into wet dry world now. Yeah, it looks like. Didn't pan out the first time. Pulled out. Maybe he should have done some tippy stars while he was up there. Mrlink looking, he's going for his 100 coin. Star has a lot of RNG involved, so he has to be very careful not to miss coins or else he's going to lose a lot of time. Saren setting up his BLJ with the camera behind Mario. Gets it fairly quick. through the 100 coin fairly gave. As I say that, he gets hit by the amp. Pretty difficult not to get hit there if you're on the wrong cycle. Saren is in Bowser in the sky. 6 stars ahead. He'll almost definitely be taking this match. A lot of things would have to happen for Mrlink to come back here. He could opt to try to just finish the match as quickly as possible without all the stars like he did last time. But I don't think Saren's going to be counting those as wins. Or he could just go into Super Mario Odyssey. I'm sorry, I forgot that's what happened. Not sure if he has faster stars lined up in that game. But he's going to have to pull out something if he wants to get this one.
Here we go!
Saren clears that gap. The last real challenge. All he has left now is throws. Mrlink looks like he's setting up his BLJ. Catches on this try. Looks like he's just going to try to finish the race. Or double back. Maybe going to use the little remaining time he has to try to some swag. Not a bad use of time when you're this far behind. Saren missing his second throw. Almost getting sniped by that fly guy there. Misses the pendulum star because he got the initial ledge grab there. Falling all the way to the bottom here. Okay, this backup that Mrlink is trying is very precise. If he managed this, that'll be pretty nice swag for him. I think he needs a little more to be able to top of the box. Saren going for his final throw in Mario King. Not sure if he did that the first attempt, but it would make a lot of sense. As he nails his third throw. So Saren looks like he's going to be taking himself up the second W of the set. As of right now, since neither player have bits in their and Saren has 2 race matches in his favor. Mrlink is definitely going to have to pick up some swag if he wants to bid Saren. He's duking up the swag points. Not quite as much as I should be honest with. Both players are going for pretty standard things. They're going for unconventional things. They're going for 70 stars and all that, but not quite nailing their swag. They will have to attempt a lot more if they want to win in that regard. So far, Mrlink has tried his SPLJ to gain himself some points, but considering the amount of time it took him to set him up, maybe not quite panning out in his favor. But yeah, if you're either of these players right now, the 3 points that you get from winning the swag point battle is going to matter a lot. The bids haven't quite come into play as much this set.
It's me, Mario!
Looks like both players are setting up to start the next race. Mrlink has probably already started and Saren's just going to sync himself up. But yeah, if both players, even if Saren manages to take this next race, if Mrlink manages to get enough swag and finish fairly quickly, he could still win the vote in the poll. That would count for 3 points for him. That counts as much as 3 of the races, so you want to try to swag out at least a little bit. Saren calling out he will win this battle. He's in a good position to so far. Hard to tell who the crowd will vote for in regards to who's done the most swag. A lot of the Strasser players are out there matching each other for like the WoW Fortress 100 coin. They focus on LBLJ, things like that. For a standard lack of consistency. Saren committing to the triple jump or lack. Both of them going directly into Bob-omb Battlefield this time. Saren did land Island Hop last round, so possibly ahead in the swag battle. For those of you who are just joining us, last race Saren, he did going for his clip with the gate there. Not quite sure what that was for, but it was pretty swag. But the previous race, Saren did LBLJ, and then still went into Bob-omb Battlefield just to play. And did Island Hop. Saren giving us a tour of this mountain. Hill. Not quite sure where he's going. Might be fighting the king here. Maybe setting up the poverty.
So what you do is you grab this ledge here, hold up left on the joystick,
as
you don't punch, and then you do the normal sock holder setup.
Ooh, he does nail. It's gonna earn him a little bit of swag. Can't say I've ever seen that before. I honestly didn't think it would work. Mrlink proving me wrong. That doesn't look all that slow either. If you're doing the full setup, might as well set up from the side that you're closer to initially, right? Mrlink making bounds in gaming. Saren does kill the bomb. Isn't quite happy with the bomb staking his claim on the mountain. Wants it for all. For anybody who would like to race to the top of it. Mrlink is going to go for his half cycle here in WoW Fortress with 100 coins. Not quite as swag as Saren's fast cycle. Still a very fast cycle if you can nail it. Ooh, not looking like he's going to make it because of that bonk in the wall. Saren looking like he's setting up a texture fairly quick, and he does nail it. Not gonna get hung up on that strat. Bad RNG for Mrlink there. Gonna have to kill this extra piranha. Thankfully the backup far off. Here we have Saren going for his pro cycle 100. So far on pace to make it. Oh, doesn't get the wall kick there, so maybe you're gonna have to settle for a half cycle again. Taking a full dive off. Definitely taking a half cycle. Okay, stops the bleeding and does make it on eventually. That is a good like 8 seconds though. 2 cycles. Saren also missing the coin, but the coin RNG is good enough that he can just double back and grab it. Mrlink looking, setting up for an Alice here. Gets a really light frame wall kick there. Not able to make it up. Just gonna opt for the Wonton stuff instead. We'll see if he commits to taking the owl or just wants a quick break. Maybe he didn't like the camera roll once he got up onto the owl. Seren doing a break dance kick on the hill. Swagging out on at the end of the So Seren is 2 stars down. If Mrlink keeps up this kind of pace, maybe he can give himself a race. Give himself a really good chance at not losing. Because Seren won't have the full 3 points. At least eliminate the first time. Alright, Mrlink has 1 more star here. We'll see if he grabs the owl. Maybe he'll just opt to grab a different star. Wait, actually, he has 8 stars, or 7 stars, 8 stars now that he's grabbed this tower. So maybe I missed the owl, or but either way, he can make his way in a dark world if that's what he wants to do now. He doesn't have to go into him at all. Though it looks like he's going. No, he's not. Seren took his death there. I didn't quite see why, but he did slide all the way down. Quite a slow death. Alright, this swag route around Wonton Fortress. This is the cycle there. Gonna go for a side flip double jump. That's pretty swag. Ooh, and then the side flip rollout on the plane. That's simply gonna earn him a little bit of swag. Mrlink here getting caught up on the spinning elevators. Not sure what kind of pace he was on before that, but definitely not gonna be shaky anymore. Oh, looks like he's gonna be missing the normal cycle. Well, that amp energy didn't really help him. Looks like Seren misses out. And he hit it the second try as well. Mrlink going for like this wall kick. Seren at 2 points left. Has to nail this attempt, and he does. So for this race, we weren't able to have a swag point because Seren is actually racing and moves the numbers around. So we're just gonna have a poll at the end of the race for who can get the most swag. So far, it's not been too disparate. I would say Seren is a bit ahead in the swag race. He has done the triple jump, Lakitu skip all 3 races. Mrlink2k has been going for SBLJ, but he's been missing it a lot, so I don't know if he quite nets points for going for that there. Both players have been doing a lot of stars from 70 stars, so very unconventional from both sides. But yeah, overall, since Seren has been winning the races, playing cleaner, in my mind, he's winning the swag race. Seren going for a backflip wall kick. I don't know if that's quite swag, but he does opt for the harder star there. Now in SSL, cleaning up top of the pyramid. I don't think he's done colorless yet. but he does have 10 stars, so maybe I missed that. Gets pretty hard to watch. Both players at 10 stars. So this race is looking pretty close. Seren does still have those quick stars in SSL to grab if he so chooses.
Here we go!
Looks like Seren's going for 100. He opted for this last race. As Mrlink goes for his side hop, which he also opted for last race. Doesn't quite nail it first try this time. Takes it up on the setup again. So he's not going to waste much time. I don't think Seren picked up his safety, so probably has to miss it. Not quite sure. He's gonna jump over the last couple. Mrlink picks up the Soap Star and then leaves H and T. Interesting choice. We're going towards the Mo. We're not going towards the Star. Maybe we're gonna be seeing a Vanish Cap Red here. Seren goes back into it. And then grab the win cap. Both players unlocking caps for 16 stars. Not something you really can 16 stars, but it is an option. Looks like Seren had pretty good flying there. Very quick win cap. Waiting for the cycle here. Looks like he's gonna go for the 6 lemons here. If he can nail this is definitely gonna earn him some flags. Oh, and he lands on the fan. Quite the 6 lemon. Some frame drop from Mrlink here. Does even out. Seren making use of his wing cap, grabbing his island hop star. Definitely a very quick start if you do have the wing cap. Mrlink also picked the wing cap. One-upping Seren in the wing cap battle, or the cap battle rather. He is, however, going much slower on these arcs. Doesn't want to risk going too fast and missing the point. He does, however, fly over. This is getting dicey. If he misses these many more times, the wing cap's going to come out. Seren grabbing the wing cap again. Maybe he's going to be going for the star here. Interesting. Showing off some 120 strats. If Mrlink doesn't die on the... That would have been a tragic way to lose 40 seconds. Pretty nice features from Seren. He doesn't fly straight into the star, but otherwise clean. Okay, so it looks like Mrlink is ahead now. He's picking up mid. Seren is now going to be heading down there and trying to pick him up himself. Really quick mid flip. Ooh, Seren hasn't done Bowser yet? Right, that's right. He hasn't done Bowser. Going for the right side LBOJ. Pops out of the pillar though. He's gonna make his way up normally to Dark World. So Mrlink actually ahead by a lot here. Seren still has to do all of Dark World, go downstairs, and doom it. Mrlink looking like he's gonna be able to pick himself up a point for the race. It looks like Seren started doing the red movement, but maybe he realized that he has to do DDD anyways. No point of it. An extra start. Who takes a death that's in the Dark World? That's at least 40 seconds there. So this is a pretty big deficit. If maybe at this point you want to start flagging yourself some points in that regard. Winning over the fan. Mrlink did take a burn here in Fire Seat. It's not going to be making the fast cycle, but he looks to be on pace for the whole cycle. Does get to kick this, but he's not going to be taking that team death in Dark World. Takes up that last red, which if you don't get bad Goomba RNG is the last real risky stage. Nice ending for Seren. Both players go under their throws. Seren basically won Bowser stage in the mid-clip. Both of them hit their throw first time. So as things are right now, if Mrlink wins this race and then wins the swag battle, he'll take the match because nobody has any bits to win. If people vote bits towards the player they want to win, whichever player has more bits by the end of the race will win 3 points. But otherwise, the 3 points, there will be 3 points for the most swag. And then there will also be a point for each race. And then Seren also already has 2 points for winning the first 2. Oh, going for a BLJ there. Was already done with Fire Seat, but wanted to go back and flag out. Just gonna exit course now. I respect that, trying to get a little bit more swag in with what he has. No, what you would do is just donate bits and you say which player you want them to go for. Mrlink picks up his first BLJ pretty quickly. But yeah, as it is, if Seren were to win this race and Mrlink wins this flag battle, they would have like a tiebreaker situation. But Mrlink, if he wins this race, will avoid any type of tiebreaker situation. Not quite sure if that was intentional, but Mrlink is in Wet Dry World. His BLJ angle was a little too far to the left. He looks like he has plans, so maybe this wasn't. Going for a top of his turn really quick.
Here we go!
Mrlink really choosing to take advantage of the timing he has to turn some flag here. Seren going for this backup full glitch. Not working out for him, so he's just going to dive into the lava. Make sure he can still make that cycle. Don't want to miss both the fast cycle and the normal cycle. Ooh, but gets a lava boost. Reach onto the platform. Pretty cool. Mrlink taking a long way around and Bowser in this. Falls in between a gap though. He's also trying to clip it up, or he's trying to clip up through the floor. Not quite a ceiling poke. You can clip it through from under if you have enough. Taking it real careful on that gap this time. He doesn't want to fall twice. Also being careful with the flames, because you might die if you get the burn. Pretty low health for both players right now. Really going the full length around Bowser in this guy here. Doesn't skip any gameplay. Wants to give us the full experience. Does skip the elevator. Big pole game. Not something you really see that often. Ooh, gonna take a bonk here and fall all the way down. Maybe gonna take a death. Ooh. Big bonk for Mrlink. Honestly, Seren is not that far behind here if he can manage to get a fast BLJ. This is what, maybe like 30 something seconds behind. This would help Seren out a lot if he can clutch out this race. 3 over Mrlink in races counts for a lot here. Not quite clear who's going to take the swag battle from the crowd. Seren's up there. Mrlink takes any kind of big fall or misses more than 2 or 3 throws. Seren is definitely in there. Mrlink still taking his face with the kick over. Not going all the way for the big pull this time. Seren almost falling there, but backs it up with the wall kick. Mrlink on the final elevators here. Let's hope the wall doesn't ignore the Goomba. Looks like he's clear. Alright, he's in the pipe. Entering exactly at 26 flat. Seren not far behind here. It's like less than 15 seconds. Exactly 11 seconds. Mrlink misses a throw and Seren doesn't. Definitely Seren. Mrlink already 2 throws down. Looking pretty consistent all day at throws. Seren hitting his first throw. Pause buffering here possible. Doesn't have that much time to throw away. If he misses, he's definitely losing now. Oh, he did miss. Okay, this is Seren's chance. Seren nails the 3rd throw and takes the match. Who would have thought? Mrlink maybe not watching the stream, I'm not sure. Maybe he thought it was a guaranteed throw with the pause buffer. Either way, Seren clutching the race out in the last minute. Mrlink lost a lot of time in Bowser in the Sky. Ended up costing. Pretty close race in the end. Looks like we're gonna get the players in for an interview. Mrlink already in the waiting call.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, Mrlink?
I was in race.
I can hear you guys now. What's up?
Interesting race.
Yeah, that was interesting. A lot of things happening in that race. Were you watching the stream at all, man? Did you know that Seren was on your tail at the end right there?
Yeah.
Just had to go for the pause buffer for the swag, the last little bit of swag.
I had to. I was listening. You said you would give the swag to Seren. I had to capitalize on the swag there, dude.
The pause buffer throw is pretty funny. I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Yo, what's up, Mr. Link? I am, however, only one vote, so I think Saren's gonna open up a poll for all of chat to vote, and whoever ends up getting the most votes is gonna be whoever takes the flag.
I can hear you guys now. What's up?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, any comments on that, Saren?
I'm just trying to figure out my audio here.
Fair.
Oh, input. I'm looking for input, not output.
That is true. In the first race, Mr. Link collected 15 stars in SM64 and collected a 16th star in Super Mario Odyssey.
I did catch that. I thought it was pretty lame that he got a shot.
Dude,
I'm gonna say.
Let's make a delicious.
I was playing off of OBS there. I got like a second of delay, man.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, let's see if I can get a poll started here. How do I do this? Poll. I think I have to be in the... Oh,
Yeah,
no, it'll
forward
work like
slash.
this. Alright, so... I think we're gonna do 10 bits per vote, and then 100 channel points per vote. I think that's fair. I'll let it go for 10 minutes. We got some time to kill.
1-minute poll.
Yeah, feel free not to hang out the whole thing. We'll have the winner announced at some point. Gotta let everybody get their votes in. This is a democratic society, after all. I'm gonna vote for Mr. Lad 2000 because I thought playing an SMO is pretty high level. Pause buffer strats as well are pretty big brain.
I should have done the Saren special pause buffer BLJ.
I didn't even need to try to pause buffer any BLJs. I got super sick BLJs like every time. I'm pretty sure yours were pretty good too.
Yeah, mine weren't bad. One time I tried to go into a dry world though and messed it up.
I saw I had a bad angle, and I was like, I don't know, it's a Swagvitational, I might as well keep going, and then I actually went into a dry hold, and I was like, fuck. But yeah, get your votes in the chat. Definitely gonna be rigging the vote myself here a little bit.
Taking advantage of Cool Cat gaining infinite channel points.
Nah, I'm using them on my normal account, actually. Mr. Link actually getting a lot of votes. It's kind of hard to outvote him right now. I got a lot of points, though. So we'll see if I have enough points to outweigh.
I'm out of points, that's unfortunate.
Well, chat seems to help you out. I'm constantly voting for myself, but you're keeping it pretty even. It's pretty good. I think I'll stop rigging it for now. Yeah, I'm kind of happy that we finally got this match done. It's been a while. I've been kind of dragging ass because Thero's dragging ass, and Tabby is like off the face of the planet, but we might have to just move on without him pretty soon. We'll see what happens. Let's look at the bracket. I don't have a bracket. I don't have a fancy visual bracket for this, but I don't think I even have a command for this Swagvitational ballot. Or not ballot, bracket. If you want to check out the bracket, there it is. It's pretty exciting. Gotta update it real quick. Votes are still pouring in. I'm surprised how heated this is. 50-50.
Whoa!
I didn't know we had 160 viewers in the chat, but apparently there's a lot of people watching right now. Shouts to everybody in the chat. Huge support for Cool Cat Gaming right now.
No way.
Yeah, you know you can only vote once. This isn't mail-in voting, this isn't rigged.
Not rigged at all.
Dude, I keep going to predictions.
Pay to win.
Yeah, see, the trick is you make the tournament, like, all bits go to the prize pool, and then you just win the tournament, because it's your tournament, and then you just take all the bits, and it's like the scam of the century.
Exactly.
That's the plan here. Alright, so... Yeah, Tabby and Adam... We might just end up having Adam and Max race, because they actually actively want to race, and then Tabby and Thero can just, like, get DQ'd, I guess.
Where has Thero been? I haven't seen him around.
Just like Phaser and Whittaker in round 3. We still haven't done some round 1 matches, which is pretty monka.
It's me, Mario.
Alright, we're almost halfway through this. Well, I shouldn't have made it 10 minutes. I definitely shouldn't have made it 5 minutes, but...
10 minutes, dude.
Well, I have 20,
Actually,
25 more minutes to kill before the next race, so you know. Gotta give the people something. You gotta pretend like there's content going on. I was pretty disappointed we didn't get the Mrlink switch from emulator to N64 midway through. That would have been pretty epic.
My M64 isn't even out right now. I got my
What?
NES instead. Was
Oh,
trying to play
man.
Tetris a bit the other day.
N64 in the retirement room, aka the closet. Rip. It's gonna start looking
I
like
think
a
it's
Lars's
underneath the bed.
N64 soon. It'll just have like 3 inches of dust on it. Let's see, so whoever loses here is going to play... Let's see, loser 6. Oh, we don't know yet. It would theoretically be against one of those guys. We'll have to see how things pan out. We'll see who we give a bye. I'm definitely not going to give myself a bye. I'm definitely trying to get knocked out at some point. Not trying to...
Nah, there's the script.
Not trying to script this too hard, but I am going to vote for myself some more because it's looking a little bit rigged right now. Wait, how many points do I have? I don't want to spend all my points. I only have 2,000 left. Alright, I'm tapping out. That's it for me. I don't got any bits. Gotta save my points for future Swagvitationals where I actually care about the results. So how do you enjoy the format, Mr. Link? Do you think it was a waste of time? Do you think you had fun? I don't know if we're gonna do any more of these in the
I
future.
don't know what it was, dude. It was incredible, dude. I was in a VC with my friend like 30 minutes before the race started. I'm like, dude, you know what would be so cool? Get 15 stars. Then for the 16th, I go into SMO.
Yeah, commentators sounded like they were gonna disqualify you for a while, but I mean, it's not against the rules. The rules are pretty vague. Definitely up to interpretation.
Kept looking at the rules. It said get 16 stars, then beat Mario 64. It didn't say I had to get 16 stars, then Mario 64.
Yeah, it could get questionable there. I mean, somebody could load up Odyssey, or not Odyssey, excuse me, Super Mario Galaxy and just collect star bits. Technically, they're stars. Just get 16 of those, and then you know, beat
Just
Mario 64
load a
with zero
save state
stars.
on the final star. And just load a save state on the final star, dude. Easy win.
Just throw an alert over your screen, pull a Todd Rogers, pop up in the third Bowser fight, easy clap. Splicing, you know, isn't explicitly banned in the rules, but probably would get you disqualified. Up to the tournament admins on that one, but probably not allowed.
Press start to play.
Alright, it looks like it's going to be Mr. Loud 2000 with the win, though, unless there's some sort of overturn in the next 2 minutes, so I guess we're going to reluctantly award Mr. Link the victory here. Even though I think my swag was a little bit over the top to the max, but I guess we'll let Mr. Link win this one. So Mr. Link, gonna be moving on.
Dude, it's tied!
Oh,
Sarah
damn.
ahead by a vote. What?
Well, I mean, I could change it on the challenge. I'm not voting. My hands are off the keyboard. It's in the chat's hands now. It's one vote. Hanging in the balance here. It's really anybody that could turn the balance here. Kind of crazy. So coming up next, guys, we got the SMO any percent community race. If you run SMO, feel free to race along. We got some participants that have sounded off in the Discord that are going to be featured on the stream, but you're more than welcome to follow along, do your own no reset. Let us know your time in the chat. So we got quite a few gamers. We got Mulan in, we got Red Lunatic in. Oh no, Red Lunatic not in. RIP. Zypher's in. Okay, Mulan's out.
Dang.
Looks like Matty Patty's in. Duck is not in. Alright, we need to conscript some SMO runners. I think Odd Kate was gonna run. That would bring us to at least 3, I think. XD. Bobo Obob. What's up, buddy?
Press start to play.
And this is a close one. Mr. Aladdin lead by 1 point.
This is an interesting poll here. Probably more entertaining than the actual race at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the race was pretty good, except for every time I tried to do swag, I died or like failed miserably before succeeding. But that's how it goes. I got my swag tower movement. Didn't really go for anything too crazy, dude. I got the secret star in Bomb on Battlefield, even though I've never practiced that star. I just got the natural since '96 strats.
Dang.
Alright, this is dead
I
even.
tried going for so much stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and rig this one last second. Make sure that there's no last minute bidding, cheating out. Dude, contribute the most bits with 10 whole bits. 10 whole bits. Odd Kate contributing 10,000 channel points. Holy shit. What?
What the heck?
What on earth? Questionable moves by the Cool Cat Gang members to potentially rig it here. I'm not sure if you're rigging it for me or rigging it for Mrlink. But yeah, we're gonna award it to Mrlink, so we'll see what ends up. So Mrlink won here, so we'll have Adam and Max race, and we'll put them up against... Should we put Max and Adam up against Gerbies? Or should we put them up against Mrlink? The other person's gonna get a bye. Maybe we'll do a... I don't know how to do this. We need to, like, get the first round going, though. Hard decisions. Maybe we'll have to figure out whose PB's better and just seed them higher. Even though that really doesn't matter at all in this setting. Anyways, I'm gonna go to AFK screen.
Who did the most swag in their PB?
Yeah, I have no idea. But we're gonna go to an AFK screen real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up for the community race for SMO if you want to join